Welcome back to special thanks to Matthew. I know you're watching somewhere. And thank you to everyone else for tuning in to episode 9 of Beanbag Banter. Thank you. We're almost to episode number 10, double digits. That's kind of crazy to think. Thank you to everyone that's tuning in and making it all possible. You know what I mean? Giving me the motivation to keep going and talking and yapping and do my thing. You know, so I appreciate everybody for that and just kind of tuning in and making this possible. Yeah, let's just get straight into things. We have a lot to talk about. I will say I've already filmed this. I filmed it and this thing wasn't working. So I'm really hoping that it is working, because if it isn't working, I'm not refilming again. So hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully you can hear me well. Like I said, I'm not filming it again. But like I said, let's get into things. I have a lot to talk about. I guess let's just start out with one of the biggest things that come out, the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer 2. Insane. I mean, this movie is going to be insane. I'm pretty sure I saw something today where it has the most villains in a Spider-Man movie to date. And that kind of scares me a little bit, because I feel like every movie that has too many villains tends to be not the greatest. Obviously, TASM 2 had a decent amount of villains in there. Spider-Man 3 obviously had a decent amount of villains in there. And I guess No Way Home had a decent amount of villains. But yeah, I mean, I'm still excited. And I think most of the villains really are going to be like these one-cut scenes. You have Tarantula, you have, I think, Ramrod, I believe his name is, Boomerang. Then you have like Tombstone, and then obviously you have like Scorpion, and then whoever else. You know, there's a lot going on in the Brand New Day trailer. There's a lot just going on in the movie. But let me know if you guys have already seen the trailer. I think it was pretty good. I will say, after watching both the first one and the second one, I still think I kind of lean towards the first one in the regard of like which one I like more. I think the second one was pretty good. Saw a little bit more of Hulk, saw a little bit more of Scorpion. Overall, got a little bit more of a look into what the movie's gonna feel like. And I will say, I think I'm not gonna watch any other trailers. I don't know if I will. I think I kind of want to go into this movie as blind as possible. It comes out later in July, like what, 30th something? I don't know. So I want to go into it as blind as possible. I think that's just the way to do it. If I can avoid as many spoilers as I can, I'm going to try. I know they're doing early screenings for the movie on the 29th. This is a fair warning to everybody. Stay off of Instagram, stay off of social media, stay off of everything starting the 29th, because people are going to be watching it and posting it and talking about it. You don't want that. Just stay off. So yeah, I think it was good. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Overall, I still think I like the first one better, but we did get a Shrek 5 trailer as well, and I don't know, I think it's okay. You know, I'm not super excited for a Shrek 5, you know, I'm not like bouncing up and down with joy. It's okay, it looks okay. A lot of the conversation about the movie is kind of centered around the animation, how Shrek looks, how Donkey looks, how the whole movie kind of looks, and it looks different. Obviously, Shrek has a little bit different of an animation. Overall, the design's a little bit different. You know, it's 2026. They're gonna change up some shit. I can't say I'm like super mad about it, but at the same time, I do think it could have just stayed the same. You know what I mean? I don't think they had to like go in there and make those little minor changes, because even though they are minor changes, people are going to recognize them. You know what I mean? People are going to see that and like in their mind be kind of set off because they notice something, and they might not even like see it and really put together like what is different, but they know something's different, and it automatically kind of just like sets the alarms off for people. But shout out My Little Banana. But overall, I'm not very excited for Shrek 5, but maybe some other trailers come out and convince me to, you know, put some hype into it. I think it could be cool. I'll probably go see it. I mean, I just actually saw Toy Story 5 before filming this. I just got back from seeing that. That just came out June 19th. And overall, I thought it was solid. I thought it was pretty solid. I didn't really have a lot of expectations going into Toy Story 5. One of my biggest one of my biggest resolutions going into this new year was to not only start reading comics, but to also go to the theater more. It's not COVID anymore. Theaters are back and thriving and doing very well. May was a very big year for theaters. Profitable, successful month. I want to go see more movies. And Toy Story 5 was a good experience. There wasn't many people in the theater. It was really only me, my friend, and maybe 2 or 3 other groups of people. You know, I'm not complaining, but it was a good movie. It was a good movie. On my letterbox, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. So what, a 7 out of 10. And I thought it was good. I thought the story was compelling. I don't know. I was worried going into it that it was just gonna be kind of cliche. You know what I mean? Like, oh, tablets, phones, and technology are taking over. Bad, bad, bad. And it is like that for sure. The story is kind of centered around that core principle, but it isn't super like repulsive. You know what I mean? Yeah, it wasn't super repulsive with the themes and stuff. I think it handled what it was trying to say like well, and didn't really come across like super pretentious or like simple with it being like, oh, technology's bad. You know, I think there was like a little bit deeper of a meaning there, and like it was good. It wasn't like the best Toy Story. What is the best Toy Story? Obviously, Toy Story 1 is classic, solid. Toy Story 2, I gotta rewatch it, man. I don't know if I could give a solid ranking on whether or not I like Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2 better. They're pretty close. But I remember growing up, I didn't really like Toy Story 2 compared to the first one. Toy Story 3, though, is solid. Should have probably just ended it there. I will say, the animation in Toy Story 5, phenomenal. Holy moly, they are getting good. They're getting good with the animation. It looks really fucking good. I have some other movies that I've seen recently. I made some comments. I made some comments on Scary Movie last episode, and when I filmed that episode, I was getting ready to watch Scary Movie, and then whenever I was editing, or I wasn't editing, Kevin was editing clips. Shout out Kevin. He's gonna pop up somewhere on screen, and he did a Scary Movie clip, and we posted that obviously after I saw Scary Movie, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. My official review for it is on Letterboxd and stuff. I gave it a 1 out of 5. I genuinely think it was one of the most unfunny movies. I can understand people going in and having a good time. It's a very turn your brain off kind of movie, bro. It is so stupid and dumb. Like, it's so dumb, bro. And don't get me wrong, I knew that going into it. I've seen the other Scary movies. Like, we all know these movies are gonna be stupid. Fuck, man. Like, holy cow. This maybe got 2 or 3, like, chuckles out of me, like giggles. I didn't laugh, like, actually laugh once. It was tough. I gave it, like I said, a 1 out of 5. I think it was, I think for my Letterboxd for the review, I said it was the easiest try not to laugh challenge, and I stand by that. But I also had a chance to finally watch the drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. If you guys haven't seen it, it's an A24 rom-com-ish movie. I think Robert Pattinson did great. Zendaya also did great. And overall, the movie was pretty great. I give it a 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10. I liked it. I thought it was good. Overall, I think the story... I've seen mixed reviews on it. I think some people were really fucking with it, and then other people either just, like, didn't like it at all, or had some, like, issues with the ending, or issues with the progression of the story, I guess you could say. I don't know. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought the story was compelling. I thought the decisions from the characters, like, I don't know if I'd say made sense, but, like, kept me engaged. I enjoyed it. I thought the drama was a solid watch. And Robert Pattinson, like I said, great job. Oh my god. I think Robert Pattinson is one of the best actors working today. Period. I don't give a flying fuck what nobody says. He's up there, dude. If I were to give Mount Rushmore right now of actors working at this very moment, Robert Pattinson's up there. For sure. Like, he's so good in this movie, so good in, I mean, every movie he does, really. Definitely a reason why I gave it a 4 out of 5. His performance was great. And Zendaya was good. Zendaya was good. I mean, I wouldn't say she was bad. Some good scenes. She was great. And a good partner with Robert Pattinson, for sure. But let's get into some other stuff. I have a lot, actually, when it comes to the gaming news. What should we start off with? Man, there's 2, like, big things to talk about. I guess we'll just start out with the biggest, GTA 6. The pre-orders are officially opening June 25th. This is big. This is big because we can finally figure out how much it's going to be. How much the special editions are going to be, the base edition, like, how much is GTA 6 going to cost? My official prediction, I think they're just going to go a 70. I think they're going to start out at the 70, you know, do like an Ultimate Edition or whatever, Florida Edition. I don't know. They're going to do something. I don't think they're going to really push it, bro. And I respect the fuck out of that. I really do. I think a lot of people have been seeing it and thinking the same thing, that they're going to just go to 70 and not up it to like whatever. And I respect the fuck out of that, bro, because it's like, you got to think. They really could have done some crazy alternate reality kind of thing. You feel me? They dropped this game at 70, the world is safe. But if they would have dropped this game at $100 for the base edition, oh god. Before you know it, every game, Nintendo, holy shit, Nintendo's running with it. Every game is gonna think that they're worth $100. It would have been insane. I mean, it's not set in stone that it's 70, but I want to say it's 70. I don't think Rockstar is gonna go real scummy with it. Obviously, I know this is a very expensive game. I think it is the most expensive game ever. And, you know, they're going to have to make some money back, but I'm really hoping that they don't go crazy with the price. They also released the cover for the game, and it looks good. Obviously, it's pretty, you know, similar to all the different GTA covers, but it looks good. Some pre-orders also went out for the Steam Machine, drop on the 25th as well. I guess the Steam Machine officially drops on the 29th, and the price is nuts. Get this, just the console and a fucking HDMI, if that, for a 512 gigabyte model is a little over $1,000 at $1,049 for just the console. And you might be thinking, yeah, the console, right? Console controller? No. To have the controller with it is $1,128 for a 512 gig model. I don't know why they go from 512 to 2 terabyte, but if you did want a 2 terabyte model for just the console, it's $1,349, and then with the controller, it's $1,428. I can't say I'm surprised. We talked about the Steam Machine a little bit ago, probably 2-3 episodes ago at this point now, and yeah, I mean, I want to say I put a number out then on what I kind of assumed that it would be opening at. I assumed that it would be over 1,000. That was like not a big surprise to me, but the route that they're going to drop it with just a console or an edition with a controller, like to not even include the controller, I don't know, like that's just crazy to me, to separate it, to do like bundles without a controller. Like why would you do that? I guess you can connect a keyboard and mouse, but just buy a PC. I don't know. It's a little insane, a little crazy, but yeah, if you want to pre-order it, you know, go right ahead on the 25th. I think they're doing like a lottery style entry into pre-orders to kind of avoid scalpers and stuff, which is cool. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I think you have to have like a Steam account and had made a purchase before like April. So if you're just a normal, not dickhead person, then yeah, go pre-order one. But it's big news. Obviously, June is almost coming to a close. A week and a half left, if that. July is coming up. We got a couple games that are obviously coming out. The biggest one, in my opinion, that I'm super excited for, July 9th, is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, coming out for, you know, all the consoles, right? Steam, Epic Games, PS5, whatever. It looks good. It looks good. I think a lot of people have been kind of shitting on it because they're bored, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have fun with it. I pre-ordered it, put $5 down at GameStop to get it, to secure a copy or whatever, but I will be grabbing that. And then you also have Splatoon Raiders coming out July 23rd, and then Halo Campaign Evolved coming out on the 23rd as well. And it's crazy to think that Halo is going to be on the PS5. So if you have the PS5 and you want to play the first Halo remastered, then go for it. You can. Coming out July 23rd. But let's go into some music news, because we got a couple things to talk about. Let's talk about probably the... I'm not going to shit on myself like that. I was going to say, let's start out with the least interesting and talk about me. My new single, called I Don't Mind, will be dropping on June 30th. Yeah, June 30th is my new single. I've been doing some videos for it and stuff on the main page. If you haven't already, go follow me. Tmmrnight is my main page, and then More Tmmrnight is my secondary page for BEANBAG banter content and any kind of other stuff. But yeah, I'm dropping that on the 30th, so definitely tune in for that, and I'll probably drop a lot of other kind of promotional stuff for it. And we also have a new Ken Carson album dropping, Experiment, on July 3rd. Very excited for that. From the snippets that I've heard, it genuinely does sound pretty good, bruh. It sounds pretty good. I think with his last album, he dropped A Great Chaos, no pun intended, was great. More Chaos, it was alright. It wasn't bad. I think when I think of A Great Chaos, it is a great album. More Chaos has great songs, but I think as an album, it's kind of hard to listen to as an album. Some great workout music, some great songs on there, some ones that really stand out. As an album, when you go from start to finish, I think it's a little hard to listen to. And I think him going into Experiment, from what I can like visually kind of see and expect, I think it's gonna really be a little bit more focused. I think he has a little bit more of an idea behind this, put a little bit more thought into it. I could be wrong. I think there's a little bit more thought process behind it, which is exciting. Obviously, I hope to see some Cardi on there. Lone, will probably be on there. But I would love to see some new artists, bro. Like, give me a Thug feature, a Tuhala song on there or something. Like, give me something. Some new features from Ken, bro, because he's one of the biggest artists right now. Like, you can't deny him. He headlined Rolling Loud, obviously because Young Boy pulled out, but had a big-ass audience. Ken Carson has a name, and I would love to see him, like, really get into his bag and get some other people on his album and shit. Like, I think that would be cool. I mean, obviously, we only have one Cardi song that's officially released. I think we really need to get some new stuff from him. And I also think Tana needs to lock the fuck in for this next album that he's dropping on Friday. he just dropped Me last Friday. Dude, I mean, I was hyped. Don't get me wrong, I was hyped. I fuck with Tana heavy. Before he dropped Me, I definitely would have said he's definitely Mount Rushmore for underground, at least personally. Like, I fuck with Tana. I think BANTER was so solid. I think he has a lot of potential, and this album really just didn't do much for me. You know, there were some cool songs on there, but even the songs that I fucked with, they weren't like crazy. Like, they were cool. I just don't think I'm gonna really revisit this album that much. I'm hoping that this next one that he has dropping You, right? This is the next album he's dropping, and then I would assume he said something about a trilogy, so I'm assuming the third one's gonna be like Us or We or something. I don't know. If it's better than this first one, I'll be happy. Get some features on there, bro. Cause yeah, I don't know. I was disappointed with the Tana album. I didn't think it was like horrible. I added I think 6 songs, and like I said, most of them were like, all right. You know, the ones that I liked, like there was maybe 1 or 2 of them that were actually like solid. The other ones were borderline not ads. But tell me if I'm tripping. I might be tripping. I'm still excited for his next album. I think he could drop some fire shit. He could be more like Yeet, who dropped a single called $1 Million Minion, another collab with the Minion movie. I mean, I fuck with it. I'm super biased, don't get me wrong. Yeet's been my #1 artist for like years at this point. Anytime he drops, I feel like I'm just gonna like it. I can put my bias aside. Like, it's an okay song. You feel me? I would understand people being like, yeah, I'm not going to add that. I'd be like, okay, I understand that. I'm biased. I'm going to add it. I fuck with Yeet heavy. So it's like anything he drops, I'm going to fuck with. Also, Osama-san dropped a single called Check, produced by OK. It was pretty good. First couple times I listened to it, I was like, yeah, this is cool. It's nothing crazy, but it's cool. And the more and more I listen to it, I fuck with it a little bit more and more. I do think that song is pretty solid. It's got really good points in it. And I think Osama-san, I kind of shit on Osama-san. Lil O. Me and Lil O, we on a first name basis. I just call him O. O is like that. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck me. Holy shit. I don't know. I like I said, I kind of shit on Osama-san, but I do fuck with a lot of the more recent shit that he's been dropping. I think he's really kind of like getting a little bit more specific. If I don't know if that explains it, but I feel like before he was just dropping low-key some bullshit. Like, he was just kind of doing shit. But I think now he's really like, at least with the last couple singles, I feel like he's just doing something a little bit more specific. Putting a little bit more thought process into the songs. And like, doing something that's not just bullshit. I could be tripping. I could be just some unk vision on this shit. I'm not unk, I promise. I'm not unk. Anyway, yeah, perfect timing. Holy shit. Probably good that we got a call. Hello?
Yo, it's Kev from the future.
Hey.
I seen you recorded the BEANBAG Banter already.
Yeah, I'm actually filming BEANBAG Banter yeah, right now, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm from the fucking future.
Yeah, you always call in, like, perfect timing.
Yeah, I'm from the fucking future. Bro, just do the casting call.
Casting call? Yeah, I can do some casting call.
Yep.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, I haven't gotten that far into the video yet, but I'm tripping fucking balls right now.
Okay, I know. You don't even gotta say it.
I wasn't going to.
Alright, we know. Alright.
Hurry up.
Alright,
I
bro.
need a fucking raise for this shit.
Nope, not doing that. Bye.
Bro, fuck you.
Alrighty, let's get into it. Casting call. I feel like I haven't done this in like a while, other than when I filmed this the first time and did it then, and I had to scrap it because like I said, the mic wasn't working. But anyway, yeah, I feel like I haven't done casting call in a minute, and we've done a couple in the past. We've obviously done the Justice League. We've casted them for the new DCU, and then we recasted the Defenders, which was Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. And I was thinking, man, I was really putting my brain to work, and I was like, man, what can I do for casting call? Because I want to do it again. I haven't done it in a minute. Who could I cast? And I was thinking. I was looking around my room, because sometimes anytime I get like flustered and I need some ideas, I kind of just look around, because like I have just so much shit going on. And I look up, and y'all can't see this, but I have a Funko Pop of Ben 10. And I was thinking, I was like, man, a live action Ben 10, a good one, would be really, really fire. So, welcome to the casting call for the live action Ben 10. Let's get into it. I mean, we're going to be casting Ben Tennyson, Gwen Tennyson, Grandpa Max, and Kevin Levin. let's go into it. I'm not going to waste too much time. We got 4 people to cast here. If you want me to be completely, utterly honest, I think these castings are good. Don't get me wrong. I think they're good. But I did have a little bit of trouble because I'm not super knowledgeable on kid actors, okay? I feel like, when I watch a movie, watch a show, and there's a kid acting, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. A lot of times they're bad. But some of these actors and actresses that are on here, I think would actually kind of kill it. And we're going to start out with, I guess, the main man himself, Ben 10. I looked a little bit, right? There's a couple options that you can go here. But for Ben 10, I feel like you needed a kid that is right around 16, 17 years old and has experience in big projects. So I went Christian Convery. He's been in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. He voiced a character in Invincible, and he also is going to be in a new movie called The End of Oak Street. He's got experience when it comes to actually like being in bigger projects and kind of taking on a project like this. I think a live action Ben 10 could be big if you really put some time, effort, money, and love into a Ben 10, into a really good show. I'm saying movie. I would make it a movie. But if you just put the time into it, I think this could be super big and super fun and good. And I think he could do good. I think he could do good. He's around 16 years old. He's right around that age where I was looking. I didn't want to go like too young. I wanted to go right around that age where he can kind of grow into it a little bit and like kind of mature into the role. I think that was a good pick. But let me know. Let me know if that's a good pick for Ben Tennyson. Let's go right down the list into Gwen Tennyson. Now, again, I'm going to preface. I'm in a little bit of trouble. I mean, there's not a lot of people out there that could really take these roles and do something with them. But I did watch Wednesday. If you've watched Wednesday as well, then you might know the redheaded Evie Templeton. Gwen Tennyson is also redheaded, so fuck it. That was really my logic going into it. But no, I mean, she did good in Wednesday. I think she was good in the show. She was a redhead. Sometimes it's simple. You know what I mean? I could have gone fucking Tom Holland for Ben 10, and then you could have gone Sadie Sink for fucking Gwen, and then David Harbour and The Rock. No, I actually took some time and looked at all these people. I think Evie Templeton could do it. She's 17 years old, a little bit taller than Christian, I believe, which is important. I think when you cast Ben 10 and Gwen, you need to get Gwen a little bit taller and to kind of get that dynamic. Realistically, in the show, they're right around that same age. Honestly, you can make them a little bit younger at like maybe 14, 15 in the movie or show or whatever and go up from there. But Evie Templeton is where I'd go there. I think I cooked. For Grandpa Max, I think I really dead ass cooked here. I was thinking, like, look, he needs to be kind of funny. He needs to have some serious moments and be there for Ben 10 when he needs him most. And I was thinking, who would capitalize on that kind of role? Who's kind of played that role already? I was thinking. And I thought, and I found Lance Barber. If you don't know Lance Barber, he plays Young Sheldon's dad in Young Sheldon. Tell me I didn't fucking cook. Look at this guy. You looking? And look at this guy. They don't really look alike, but if you holy shit. I mean, come on. I'm thinking Lance Barber is a good pick out of me. I could be wrong. Flame me in the comments if you think I'm wrong, but I don't know. I think Lance Barber could kill that shit. And I really genuinely think that he needs a role that like kind of takes him out of that Young Sheldon shit. Not to say it's bad. I don't think him being recognized and noticeable from the Young Sheldon shit is like bad. You got hella people that get noticed for just one role. But I think something like this, if you were to do it right, would really bring some different kind of eyes to him and put some respect on his name because he deserves it. You feel me? He deserves it. Let's go ahead and just end it off with probably the worst casting that I did. Kevin Levin, Ben 10's best friend. I went Seth Lee. If you don't know who Seth Lee is, probably know him from Jacob Sartorius' Hit or Miss music video. You probably fucking know him from that. Yeah, he's been in some other movies and TV shows and stuff. I don't really know. I haven't seen him in action. I really went off of looks for this one. I wanted somebody obviously taller than Christian, and I wanted somebody that like kind of looked the part. So I think Seth Lee is the closest to that. I wouldn't be mad if somebody like picked somebody else for that role. But those are my 4 for casting call, and I genuinely think this is my the reason I did this was this is my petition to have somebody out there see this and listen, because we want a good live action Ben 10. We do. We like put the money, put the time, put the love towards it. A good live action Ben 10 would would feed. Holy moly. I know there was a Ben 10 comic that actually just came out. It's maybe 2 months ago by this point. I got the first issue, read the first issue. It was alright. It wasn't anything crazy. I haven't really followed up on some of the other issues and stuff. When it came out, I was super excited. And when I read it, I was like, you know, it's not bad, but like, it just made me realize, like, I fuck with Ben 10 so hard, bro. I really do think a live action Ben 10 would just absolutely go crazy. And I appreciate y'all for going crazy for the Beanbag Banter videos and clips and everything. I want to just say thank you to everybody for all the love / hate that I've been getting a little bit recently. There's a couple clips that have been going online that have been getting some traction, getting some buzz, getting some heat on them. Specifically, my takes on Minecraft. I believe what I believe. Y'all not gonna change my mind. I hate to break it to y'all. All the motherfuckers that are like sitting there spamming the long ass comments. Y'all not changing my mind, gang. It's not top 3. But I appreciate y'all. Even though, you know, you guys are taking time to like write out those damn near heartfelt fucking comments. Even though I might reply and say, too long, I'm not reading that. I'm just fucking around. I'm not gonna lie, I do read them. I read every comment. Even the ones that call me Chud Burgers to leave the internet. You know, don't say anything on the internet ever again. You know, people really take this shit to heart. And I love that. I love that. And that's kind of why I started the whole Beanbag Banter shit, bro. That's why I started it. To start this conversation. To have people really have, like, heartfelt conversations about what we love, bro. Like, this is what it's about. Talk about what you love. Express why you love it. And just, like, have a conversation. You feel me? I'm sitting in a beanbag right now in my room at 12 o'clock yapping for you guys because I love to do it. I love just sitting here yapping, talking about what I love, just kind of getting it off my chest. And the fact that y'all might look at the clips and not agree with me, it's fine. You know, I think you guys, you know, show an amount of love to me that is like not what you guys are trying to do, I guess you could say. I don't know, but I appreciate it regardless. So expect more clips, expect more Beanbag Banter episodes. Episode 10 next. I gotta do something special. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go to sleep. I have work tomorrow, and yeah. Comment down below what you guys thought of the episode. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do. And I think that's it. I appreciate and love y'all. Thank you. And